Good morning, everyone. We've been tracking a few showers over the southeastern plains this morning, generally running right along the Arkansas River from east of La Junta just to the west of Lamar. Could even have a lightning strike or two with this early this morning. These little showers will continue to track off to the north and east, eventually move off into Kansas and dissipate, but it's pretty cloudy over the southeastern plains. Whereas along the Front Range, some drier air has begun working into the area, so as compared to yesterday, we have a lot more blue sky to look at. 50 degrees right now at the Century Casino in Cripple Creek. There's not much wind. Real quiet start to the day in Teller County, a little bit on the cool side perhaps. A bit of a breeze right now at Tramec Landscape Materials in Fountain, 60 degrees. We've seen it up around 10 miles an hour. You can certainly see the flags moving in the background there. Good bit of sunshine around the Fountain area this morning. Well, partly cloudy, 67 degrees at Parkview Medical Center. West wind right now at 5 miles per hour. Skycast shows the morning showers eventually coming to an end, leaving us partly cloudy through lunchtime. At that point, we will be warming up pretty nicely. I think most areas on the plains will be in the 80s. And then during the afternoon, we'll push those numbers into the 80s and 90s again out here east of the interstate, with generally 80s to around 90 along it. By 3 o'clock, notice there's not a lot of green on this map, not until you get into New Mexico, so we think that any showers would be very spotty through the middle of the afternoon. High temperatures today, probably in the low to mid 90s along the Arkansas River. Maybe a little slower to warm up with the clouds and showers this morning, but you'll get there eventually. Looking for 85 in Colorado Springs. Mountain areas, 60s and 70s. High mountain valleys in the 70s to lower 80s. I think the storms will increase in coverage as we move into the latter half of the afternoon and evening. But again, notice a real spotty nature to the activity out here. So maybe a 10 to 20% coverage for most of you. That probably is going to do it. We don't expect severe weather to be much of a threat anywhere along the Front Range today. Just your garden variety storms with some brief rainfall, some lightning, and perhaps some gusty wind. We may have to watch a storm or two out here on the far eastern plains that might get a little stronger, but even that looks less likely than yesterday. I then think overnight tonight, kind of like last night, we'll probably get some storms to develop and become a little bit more numerous. Now, probably not strong, but we could have some nice showers and some thunder on occasion over the plains through the wee hours of the morning. And so if that happens, don't be surprised. And that's an indication of some cooler air coming in that's going to bring us better chances for rain. Check out StormTracker as we head through Monday morning. It looks like some of that overnight rain would be heaviest out there along the Arkansas River Valley. But then as we get into tomorrow afternoon and tomorrow evening, the rain could be heavier in more areas. Looking for highs to only reach about 79 tomorrow in Colorado Springs, and we'll ramp up that thunderstorm coverage to near 50%. Might even have the potential for some flash flooding should any of these storms drift over the burn scars. And then Tuesday morning could start out kind of cloudy, maybe some low clouds or some fog or a few showers around. So Tuesday is going to be a cooler day as well. Highs only in the 70s, but we do think that the afternoon storms will probably be less numerous and less likely to produce a real heavy rain on Tuesday. And then we just go with garden variety storms the rest of the week at about a 10% coverage, and highs will get back in the 80s. Pueblo, we get your 90s today, but then 80s for a couple of days early next week. Again, Monday, the best chance for some heavier rain. Couldn't rule out some showers and certainly a little bit of grunge out there maybe on Tuesday. But right back into the 90s then for the rest of next week. Canyon City, temperatures will also cool for you as we head into Monday and Tuesday, perhaps low to mid 80s. A good coverage of storms tomorrow at about 40%. That coverage will back off to around 10% by Wednesday, and then we'll start to heat up again with 90s returning by the end of the week. Mountain areas could have some heavy rain at times off and on the next couple of days. Certainly Monday and Tuesday would kind of stand out with highs only in the 60s. But after that, we'll back off a little bit, and we'll just go with kind of our normal afternoon showers, chase you inside, and we'll be back in the 70s Wednesday through Saturday.
Gotcha. You know, a mixed bag for reaction on this sort of forecast, I think. But some people, after the warm-up we had, I think some people really don't mind this sort of a cool down and sort of that rainy book weather. I think some people are welcoming it.
Tuesday in particular might feel that way. Kind of a humid day, but hopefully not too
bad.
warm. Yeah.
All right, Marty. Thanks so much for the heads up.
You're welcome.